The Concacaf Nations League 2024-2025 season rolls on. We are in League C, Group C, where Cayman Islands take on British Virgin Islands in this crucial encounter, with the Cayman Islands still in the hunt of getting to that play-in position in League C, Group C. Pitch conditions, 88 degrees Fahrenheit, a slight island breeze as expected in Warner Park, St. Kitts, the site for this crucial encounter between these two teams. Group standings. Well, the home team, St. Kitts and Nevis, have done everything as expected. 3 wins out of 3, a double against British Virgin Islands, and a win versus Cayman Islands has put them in pole position. Now, Cayman Islands with 2 games to spare if they win their next 2 matches. This game today against BVI and then a return match against St. Kitts on Tuesday can take them within the same amount of points as St. Kitts and get them to at least a play-in position to then qualify for maybe a promotion into League B. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast, everyone. My name is Ryan Davis. The 2 teams are in the tunnels getting ready to come outside. We will have the national anthems. We'll have the starting lineups and kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to 2024-2025 Concacaf Nations League Group Match, Nations of Cayman Islands and the British Virgin Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please rise for the national anthem of Cayman Islands? Standing for the playing of the national anthem of the British Virgin Islands.
Welcome back to Warner Park Football Stadium in Basseterre St. Kitts, the site for League C, Group C action in Concacaf Nations League as Cayman Islands take on British Virgin Islands. In this crucial affair for Cayman Islands, they have to win their next 2 games to get within a shout or get a chance to get into that play-in position. Starting lineups for Cayman Islands, they go to a 4-2-3-1. 4 changes made from the last time these 2 teams met in September. Jardine Alexander, DeAndre Rowe, Jordan Bonilla Ramirez, and Sebastian Martinez coming to the starting lineup. Mason Duval, who scored against St. Kitts in the last match, regains his position in the starting lineup as well as the captaincy for today's match. The officials for today: Rikangel Deleka from Aruba, Jaden Salamatin from Aruba, Kenan Daniel from St. Vincent, and Shaquille Jokir from Suriname will be the 4 official squad for today's match. Two captains, Duval and Kevon Cesar, taking the toss. British Virgin Islands come out in a 4-3-3. Wholesale changes from the last encounter. Simon Cross, Christian Javier, Jaden Abrams, Justin Smith, Ikea Williams, and Jaden Kwashi, Sotu Omari Simmons all get a chance. They all have changes from the last match. They get into the starting 11 and they try to make some noise against this Cayman Islands team. And these 2 teams have played each other 7 times. Cayman Islands undefeated against British Virgin Islands. They defeated British Virgin Islands by 1-0 in Georgetown just about a month ago. A goal by Elijah Seymour separated the 2 teams. Elijah Seymour that day also scored the 1,000th goal in Nations League history when he separated these 2 teams on September 4th. Cayman Islands losing to St. Kitts by 4-1 on September 7th, their last match. Then, of course, that 1-0 win against British Virgin Islands. As for British Virgin Islands, they lost their last match 3-1 to St. Kitts, then 2-0 to St. Kitts in a home and away. Referee Deleka gets us underway. Cayman Islands in red, British Virgin Islands in green. And immediately, Lachlan Lambert, actually Simon Cross, gets his hands to it. Javier, ball given away, slipped into the middle. And a chance for Cayman Islands. Player goes down. Referee says play on. It was the skipper, Mason Duval, hitting the deck. Remember, he scored in the last match for Cayman Islands against St. Kitts. Ball played in by Martinez. Duval goes down with the contact from Ikea Williams. So a corner kick for Cayman Islands, the first of the match. Understanding that they are more eager to get points today because they're still in the hunt. Well, the one-man wall did its job. And a second corner kick for Cayman Islands. Joshua Campbell in swinger. Keeper doesn't get there and a header off the line. Opening 2 minutes of the match. And it's that man again, Williams, having to clear the ball right off his line. Excellent delivery. Cross comes out, doesn't get to it, but Williams did. Campbell to the near post. And this time it was Christian Javier at the near post clearing. .88 degrees Fahrenheit in Warner Park, St. Kitts. Campbell's third cross to the last post this time, and into the arms of Cross. Well, the third time a charm. This time the goalkeeper handles, and it gives BVI a chance to get some possession. Long kick by Cross. Immediately, Cayman Islands get back possession. And it's the first time they've brought the ball back and give everyone a touch, a little bit of confidence going through this Cayman Island team. Well, there's Chris Kamoya giving directions from the sideline for BVI. Given away. Shelwell. Appeals for handball. Forbes gives it all the way back to Cross. British Virgin Islands in a 4-3-3 today, while the Cayman Islands are in a 4-2-3-1. Cayman Islands in their last 5 matches, 3 goals scored, 11 against. But that actually sounds impressive compared to BVI. In their last 5 matches, they've scored just 1 goal, conceded 13. BVI coming into this match in woeful form. And there's the former Surinamese Dutch professional player, Joey Jap de Jong. Long ball over the top, and it's the first chance for Lachlin Lambert, who started the last match against St. Kitts in goal. Plays for Academy SC, so too a lot of players on this Cayman Islands team. British Virgin Islands coming into this match in woeful form. Have lost their last 6 matches, no clean sheets in their last 5. Duval's long touch, he appeals for the throw-in but doesn't get it. BVI also haven't scored, actually haven't won a match in their last 10 appearances, and haven't scored in their last 2 away matches. Cayman Islands, on the other hand, with a win and a loss in their last 2. But they have scored in their last 2 matches, despite losing to St. Kitts 4-1. And then, of course, that 1-0 win against BVI, courtesy Elijah Seymour. Throw in on the far side. Tyler Forbes. Alexander turning in space. Trying to play it line to Joshua Campbell. Heavy touch. Ball given away. Both these teams in the early part in this match trying to feel each other out in midfield, after Cayman Islands had 3 successive corners taken by Joshua Campbell. Free kick to Cayman Islands, and it is Joshua Campbell in a very awkward position on the field. Coming right through him. was Christian Javier. Jordan Bonilla Ramirez to take this free kick for Cayman Islands. Red shirts queuing up for the cross. To the last post. Headed out. Player goes down. There's a loud clatter. And you can hear that ring throughout Georgetown. Basseterre rather. Well, the second ball was met by Jabari Campbell, but he was met by a truck with lights coming from the defensive end of BVI. So Campbell, who took the corner, 3 successive corners on that right side, with that cultured left foot, is lining up for a free kick. Three-player wall. Campbell assessing. Up and over, and the wall does its job. So Joshua Campbell will have to head over and take his 4th corner kick in the opening 10 minutes. St. Kitts and Nevis played 3 matches, won all 3. Cayman Islands just played 2. 1-1, lost 1. To the near post, cleared away. Appeals for a handball. Ramirez, Alexander. Inside, the little 1-2. And it's going to be a goal kick for BVI. The number 2, Christian Javier, seems to be a very physical right back for British Virgin Islands. Simon Cross from Waloos FC, getting ready to take his first goal kick. Thumping header. Forbes. Another crunching tackle. Would it be a corner? It's a goal kick. Alexander winning the battle. Forbes can't believe it. He's asking the linesman for a different outcome. Ten minutes in, Cayman Islands 0, British Virgin Islands 0. Cayman Islands still in the hunt to get that play-in position in League C. They have to win this match. St. Kitts will win the group. If this match finishes in a draw or BVI wins the match, and again another collision. And a yellow card, the first of the day, goes to Jaden Kwashi. You can hear the loud clatter into Cameron Gray. And Kwashi is cautioned. If Cayman Islands can get a win today, they will have a return match against St. Kitts and Nevis for all of the marbles this coming Tuesday. Offside the call, free kick for Cayman Islands. Switching is Gray. Given away. BVI. The Forbes, 1v1 with Alexander again. Still Forbes, the cross into the arms of Lambert. Alexander. Ramirez. Dispossessed by Javier. Joshua Campbell. Despite the urgency, there is a sense of calm from Cayman Islands, wanting to possess, wanting to dictate the flow of this game. Easy interception for Alexander. Turning is Scott, Zachary Scott. Immediately Duval is pressing. You can see the intent from Cayman Islands. They're going to press high and possess. Little chip over the top, and Campbell can't get onto it. And the last time these two teams met in Georgetown, Elijah Seymour in the 72nd minute with an absolute bit of brilliance, beating his defender and then a left-footed drive to score the 1,000th goal in Nations League history and to get a vital win for Cayman Islands. And that victory against BVI that day was the first win ever for the Cayman Islands in Concacaf Nations League play. Campbell. Javier right at his back. Alexander supporting. Cross by Campbell. Headed out. BVI with some daylight. Forbes. Still Forbes. Slipping it through Forbes. Offside. Well, Tyler Forbes from One Love United is operating on the right, operating on the left. He's trying to get involved in just about every attack for British Virgin Islands. And you can see him just about a yard offside when the ball was played. Long diagonal pass to the corner flag. It's Campbell. Cleared away. Only as far as Joshua Campbell. Getting it back. And it was Lambert. It was crossed out of his goal and another deflection. This time, yellow card goes to number 5, Jaden Abrams. Well, British Virgin Islands are playing with intensity and physicality, but that has earned them 2 yellow cards already in the first 16 minutes. I think it was a foul, not sure if it was a yellow card though. But referee Deleka, and this was the replay. It was Jabari Campbell coming up from right back. This was Duval's shot, deflected. And now Zachary Scott from Academy Sports Club is tempted to try one. And the 3-man wall did its job again. Chalwell. BVI will recycle, try to slow things down. And here comes the red shirts. The line of confrontation for Cayman Islands is right on the defensive third for BVI. Switch of play to Javier, but it's too long. Gray. Little 1-2 with Campbell. And it's going to be a BVI throw. Well, Cayman Islands so far in 2024 had a match against Moldova in Turkey. They lost that match in March by 4-0 to start off their 2024 campaign. Then the World Cup qualifiers started, and they defeated Antigua Barbuda by 1-0 in June 8th. Then they lost the second match by 3-0. The match was to be held in Cuba, and they did not show up to play the match, afraid that they will have some issues with the US and visa issues if they visited Cuba. So they defaulted the match, and Cuba won the game by 3-0 as a result. Javier under pressure by Alexander, gets it back. Again, the physicality by Javier. And referee Deleka has had just about enough of BVI's over physicality. There was the tackle from Alexander. And then two players just clattered in to the Cayman Island midfielder. Ramirez takes it quickly. Campbell. Gray. Early ball looking for Joshua Campbell. This is Sebastian Martinez. Little clip into the box. And well taken by Simon Cross. Headed out by Jabari Campbell. Both teams having a hard time maintaining possession. The ground is dry, it's bouncy. Not much give on the ball. It's taking players an extra touch or two just to control. Again, another late challenge. But Ramirez and Martinez and Campbell counter-attacking. Campbell retreating. Scott. BVI's throw. So after the 3-0 loss after a default against Cuba in the World Cup qualifiers, Cayman Islands came roaring back in September in the opening match of the Concacaf Nations League season with that 1-0 win over BVI, then the 4-1 loss to St. Kitts. This one played through by Javier. And it's going to be DeAndre Rowe. Alexander. Joshua Campbell. And this one is going to be called back. Ball went out of bounds. Ikea Williams with the throw. He had a clearance off the line in the opening 10 minutes. Warm conditions in St. Kitts. You can expect that in the beautiful tropical island, in the Leeward Islands. Slip through from Alexander. BVI has some daylight, intercepted. Jabari Campbell. Dane Alexander. Gets past one, can't get past the second. Joshua Campbell. Gray. Looking for Duval. Cross heads it out. Quite an unusual clearance by a goalkeeper. But Simon Cross, so quick off of his line. DeAndre Rowe. He's played for U15, U17 and U20 Cayman Islands national teams. Duval. Switching. Can't find Campbell. And it's going to be a throw-in for BVI deep in their own half. Virgin Islands. There's Duval. Lovely back heel from Trey Banks. And here comes that line of confrontation all the way up now to press high. Excellent turn by Forbes. Chilwell switches. Forbes outside of the foot, intercepted by Gray. Forbes again. So British Virgin Islands started their campaign with a 3-0 loss in 2024 to Guatemala. Then a 4-0 loss to Dominican Republic. There's a shot into the arms of Cross. Then they began their Concacaf Nations League with that 1-0 loss to Cayman Islands on September 4th, 3 days after a 2-0 loss to St. Kitts. And then on Wednesday, losing 3-1 to St. Kitts. Campbell to the byline, cuts back, still Campbell. And the clearance. And because of the warmth, the players are going to get a hydration break in the 27th minute. It's been Cayman Islands dictating the play. Joshua Campbell had 3 successive corners in the opening 5 minutes. British Virgin Islands survived that onslaught. And since then, no clear chances have been carved out. Here's Campbell's corner again, and the clearance off the line by Akia Williams. And then the third corner ended up into the arms of Simon Cross. But the deliveries by Campbell were fantastic. And here's Forbes going up against Alexander. Easy save in the end for Lachlan Lambert. And this was Forbes being offside just about a half a yard. Then it was Jabari Campbell overlapping, and a shot by Duval deflected by Akia Williams. Now, Christian Javier, who started off at right back, going up against Joshua Campbell, has now been switched with Williams, Akia Williams, who's now at right back for BVI. Three players cautioned in the opening 27 minutes for BVI. Christian Javier, Jaden Abrams, and Jaden Kwashi. So the cooling break is over and Cayman Islands have possession. Little 1-2. Alexander to the byline. Crosses to the last post, and well gathered by Simon Cross. And it's the third save for Simon Cross, this time off of a cross. And that's the referee's whistle again. Luca Chalwell from Eastleigh FC. Having a bit of a wardrobe malfunction. Could be a blister. May sound minor, but anyone who's played the game, who suffered a blister on the heel, knows that can stop you dead in your tracks. So Luca Chalwell on the sidelines, putting on some new cleats, and it's going to be British Virgin Islands possession. We're at the 30-minute mark. All is even. Cayman Islands desperate for a win. If there is a draw, St. Kitts and Nevis will win the group. And that would mean Cayman Islands will have one route, which is to come as the best second-place team in League C to get a chance to get into the play-in. If they win this match, they will have one more match against St. Kitts and Nevis this coming Tuesday. And that will decide Group C in League C. Williams. Turned by Chalwell. Javier's little chip. Miscommunication with Jaden Kwashi. Jabri Campbell. Duval. To the right-hand side with some daylight. The cross. Out by Williams. The shot, a deflection. Jabri Campbell. And a throw-in for BVI. So this will be British Virgin Islands' last game or match for the Concacaf Nations League 2024-25 season. So far they've played 3 games, lost all 3. And they've conceded 6 and scored 1. Intercepted by Gray. Ramirez can't get there. Abrams goes backwards to Javier. Cross. Switching, Javier. Joshua Campbell winning the battle, but then his touch gives it away. Referee says play on. Much to the chagrin of Javier, who's on a yellow card. Scott. Still Scott. Weaving, goes down. Cross comes in. Oh, and a collision between Campbell and Cross. And Simon Cross is taking, as you would say in boxing, a standing 8 count. He was clattered into by Campbell at the far post. That was Martinez going down. Actually, Martinez's cross. And here was Campbell arriving late into cross. Javier is asking the question, and referee Deleka hesitant to give the left winger a yellow card. In the end, free kick for BVI. Referee calls a free kick for Cayman Islands. Here's that collision again. It was Jaden Kwashi upending Alexander. The last time British Virgin Islands scored a goal was against St. Kitts on Wednesday. It was the right back, Christian Javier, who got that goal. Switching is Zachary Scott. Jabari Campbell. Cross into the arms of Cross. It looks like there was a deflection off of a hand when the delivery came in. So it's going to be a free kick for Cayman Islands on that far right-hand side. And guess who's going to take this one? Joshua Campbell. Here's Jabari Campbell. Hitting the hand of Miguel Marshall. Oh, we've seen what Joshua Campbell's left foot can do. He has pace and curl on his free kicks, on his dead balls. Let's see what he provides on this one. Campbell into the wall again. Jabari Campbell, the shot. And it will be a goal kick. Well, Simon Cross was rooted to the ground as that ball came through traffic. It just whizzed by that first post. Here's Campbell coming up. There's that shot, and look at Cross just turning and hoping. Right now, 72% possession for Cayman Islands. They've been dominating proceedings. Total shots for the match, 6. All for Cayman Islands, 3 of those on target. BVI have yet to register a shot. And this is the speedy Forbes. Ikea Williams. Excellent turn from Gray. Marshall, cross. Coming out is Lambert, he goes down. And a late whistle. Another collision with a forward and a goalkeeper. And the referee calls to the sideline immediately. Looks like it's Jaden Kwashi who was caught by Lambert. Early cross by Marshall. Here comes Lambert and there's Kwashi. And looks like there was a... Not sure if it was head on head. Looks like it was head on head. Medical staff, physiotherapist James Chester will have a closer look at Kwashi. So a quick inspection means Kwashi stays on the field. And it will be a free kick for Cayman Islands and Lachlin Lambert. We're into the last 5 minutes of this first half. Cayman Islands in the hunt for League C. They are 6 points adrift of St. Kitts and Nevis. They have to win today and then to give themselves a chance against St. Kitts and Nevis on this very ground on Tuesday to try to win Group C in League C. If not, they still have a chance to finish as the best second place team in League C and get into the play-in position. Forbes bursting. Out comes Lambert, expertly shepherded by DeAndre Rowe on that far side for Cayman Islands. And Forbes picks up a head of steam. There's no stopping him. Switch of play by Zachary Scott. Free kick against BVI. And Tyler Forbes can't believe it. He's so full of energy and spunk. The number 20. Alexander. Ramirez gets a second chance. And it's going to be a free kick for Cayman Islands. Gray. Here is DeAndre Rowe. Jabari Campbell. Goal kick for BVI. Campbell can't control clearance. And recycling all the way back to Lambert. Quick possession update, 54% to Cayman Islands. With possession, an awkward bounce here into the arms of Cross. Never easy for centre-backs when the ball bounces, but Kevon Caesar, the captain for BVI, have to say, handled it well. It's a long throw up the line. And BVI will slowly just regain possession. We're into the last 30 seconds in the first half in regular time. It's a physical affair. BVI started the match clattering into players. Fouls committed 11-1 in favor of British Virgin Islands. 3 players cautioned for BVI. The Cayman Islands, who are desperate for a goal, can't seem to unlock proceedings. 3 minutes of injury time to be added.
The fourth official on the sideline has indicated a minimum of 3 minutes to be added to the first half. A minimum of 3 minutes to be added to the first half.
Looking for Joshua Campbell. And Williams, who's been the best defender for BVI today, switched over to right back to handle the tricky left winger. There is Williams. Had a clearance off the line and has done everything in his power to keep this score 0-0 for BVI. Free kick for Cayman Islands. Campbell to take. Swings it to the last post and it goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. So Cayman Islands, after their flurry of opportunities in the opening 10 minutes, have been subdued by this BVI team. And so too by the sure hands of Simon Cross. I have to say, Simon Cross sounds like a character from a James Bond movie. But he's goalkeeping today. And he's doing a great job for British Virgin Islands. Alexander with room. Can Cayman Islands unlock something in the dying minutes of this first half? Counter-attack. Inside to Forbes, his first touch. He has red shirts all around him. Chalwell. Back to Forbes, he's everywhere. He crossed to the last post. Marshall. Cleared away by Campbell. Martinez dispossessed. Marshall again. The 3 minutes of injury time are up, and referee Deleka blows for half-time. Well, Cayman Islands, desperate for a win, to stay in the hunt of Group C in League C are held without a goal in the first 45 minutes against British Virgin Islands. Corners, chances in the opening 5 to 10 minutes have been subdued in the last 35. And we go into the dressing room at this game held at 0-0. When we return, we'll have first half highlights and the second half. We are back in Warner Park Football Stadium in beautiful Basseterre St. Kitts, where the Cayman Islands are eager to be back on the pitch in search for 3 points. They are 6 points behind St. Kitts and Nevis in Group C. If they win this match, they get within 3, and they play St. Kitts and Nevis this coming Tuesday to give themselves a chance to win Group C. If they do not win Group C, they still have a chance to get into that play-in position to then give themselves a chance to get promoted to League B for the next season. And it's British Virgin Islands who are the first to win a corner kick. They're first for the match. And it took them all of the first half and the first minute in the second. Change for BVI. Ty Thomas from One Caribbean has come on. Thomas is a midfielder. He's in the 18-yard box. It's going to be a long throw. Flicked on. And the throw will take place in just about the same position. It's going to be Justin Smith. Another long throw to the near post. Brought down, the cross from Forbes. And this time it's going to be the corner kick. Miguel Marshall, the left back for British Virgin Islands, will do the honors. Thomas, number 12, is in there. Cross to the near post. Javier. Javier's throw. Intercepted. And Cayman Islands Martinez. Duval. Here's Ebanks. He's dispossessed. And Campbell wins the argument that there is a handball on Marshall. Here's Jabari Campbell fighting with Marshall, and he did hit the hand. So Cayman Islands push red shirts up into the box. Cross to the last post. Cleared away. Jardine Alexander, and that's the substitution. It was Jaden Kwashi. Came off for Azani Calwood. Cross to the last post, and it's going to be a goal kick for BVI. So Azani Calwood has come in for Jaden Kwashi, who had a head-on collision and was also on a yellow card. Omari Simons comes off for Ty Thomas. So 2 changes for BVI. None so far for Cayman Islands. Actually, I stand corrected. Looks like Jacoby Tugman has come onto the pitch for Cayman Islands. We'll get confirmation. Slipping it out wide. Joshua Campbell is met emphatically by Javier. Taken quickly. Turning is Zachary Scott. Rowe. Former youth international Rowe plays it short to Gray, who's dispossessed. And here comes Forbes, the speedy Forbes. Cutting inside. And the shot. Miss kick. Goal kick for Cayman Islands. Taken by Lambert. Duval can't control, gets it back. Little 1-2. And a misunderstanding allows Gray to clear. Little flick on. Play goes down. Referee says play on. Scott. Spraying it out wide. Ebanks. Little back heel. His second for the match. Scott, top of the box. Scott shots into the arms of Simon Cross, who got it right on his second grab. Here's Scott with that left-footed drive, full of power. And when Cross in the end holds on. That was number 10, Caldwell rather, looking for Forbes. Late whistle, and it's going to be a free kick for British. Actually, is it going to be Cayman Islands? No, British Virgin Islands. So Marshall is going to leave it for the 20-year-old Luca Chalwell, who switches the play. There's Javier, played for AC Commonwealth in the US. Now he's with Grove Soccer United. Free kick for BVI. And Cayman Islands, 7 minutes into the second half, seem very unsettled, and it's BVI who look to be more, not aggressive, but more assertive in the opening 7 minutes. Javier's free kick. Head done by Thomas, who actually heads it back the wrong way. And a handball. Intercepted. And a late challenge. Referee says play on. This is Ebanks, sliding tackle by Thomas. By Cross, only as far as Campbell. Campbell, Scott, back to Campbell. Top of the box, the shot. Cayman Islands will take that as a win with their lackluster start in the second half. Joshua Campbell just rifles the first shot attempt. Even though it went wide, it's something to smile about. Ebanks gives it back. Campbell. Scott lets it run. Duval, the captain. A shot from way out. And Simon Cross had it covered. Flicked on by Chalwell. Thomas high, cleats. Referee says play on. Deflection, appeal for handball. Referee says play on. Out wide. Jabari Campbell. It's going to be a throw-in for Cayman Islands. This was the shot from Duval from way out. And the skipper, who scored in the last match against St. Kitts, tried his luck again. Duval's throw to the near post, helped on. Cross. Flicked on. Out by Gray. Duval coming deep. Campbell gets past one. Ebanks. Campbell. Sliding tackle from Kevon Caesar, the captain. Early ball from Banks, but Caesar read it all the way. And he came in with a little extra mustard to let the right back know that he's there. Joshua Campbell with his in-swinging corners on this right-hand side. Question is, can he get it past that first post? Good delivery to the last. And it's going to be another corner kick for Cayman Islands. Campbell again. Through crosses, hands, and just over the bar. Best chance so far for Cayman Islands. Cameron Gray arriving late. Another superbly struck delivery from the corner kick by Campbell through the arms of Cross. And there was Gray, who's going to want that one back. Score remains at 0-0. Cayman Islands desperate to get 3 points. If this score remains as it is, St. Kitts and Nevis will win the group, and Cayman Islands will have to try to get more points to get into the play-in position against St. Kitts on Wednesday. Flicked on by Forbes, the man from Pooltown in England. Calwood. Huge clearance from Cameron Gray. Here's the 18-year-old Calwood, the number 10 for British Virgin Islands, getting in the thick of things. Came on as a substitute in this second half to the near post. And BVI wins their second corner kick of the match and the second of the half. No signs so far for Cayman Islands of Elijah Seymour, their most decorated player. The man who scored the goal that separated these two teams a month ago. He's on the bench. Calwood's delivery, headed out. Driven back in. Marshall. And kept in on the far side. And now comes Joshua Campbell. Gets past one. And a tug of the shirt means another yellow card. And it's Jaden Abrams. Stop the start by Campbell. And Jaden Abrams may be in some trouble here. Oh, just a yellow card. Slip through to Scott. Finding Ebanks, cuts in. Excellent defending by Marshall. Wins the free kick too. Well, Trey Ebanks had an opportunity with a 1v1 against Marshall. Now he goes to the ground asking for some medical attention. Former national youth player, played in the 2018 Concacaf Youth Championship. Excellent ball by Scott. That first touch let him down. Looks to be struggling with some cramps. Trey Ebank. Marshall's free kick. And a heavy touch by DeAndre Rowe. The Cayman Islands recover. Sliding tackle. Referee says play on. Joshua Campbell. And a heavy tackle from Cesar. Free kick for BVI. It's the youngster Calwood, who had a trial with AFC Bournemouth, the number 10. Just won the free kick. There he is. And bodies go flying as the 20-year-old Chilwell wins a free kick for BVI. So another substitution for British Virgin Islands. Number 7, Joel Mars comes in, and for the yellow carded Jaden Abrams comes off.
Substitution made for the VI. Number 5 out, number 7 in. That substitution was made in the 64th minute.
So an anxious Cayman Islands have to back up for a British Virgin Islands free kick. Chalwell, hands on hips. looking for green shirts in the 18-yard box. Cross comes in, headed out by Gray. Bodied off. Forbes. Still Forbes. Chalwell's cross. Ebanks. Duval in the center circle, turning, heavy first touch. And that allows the defender to come in and dispossess, but Ebanks gets it back. Tugman. Still Tugman, the shot. And the centre forward, Jacoby Tugman, has come on in the second half. And his first 20 minutes on the pitch has proved unfruitful.
Substitution made for BVI. Out, number 2, in, number 15. That substitution was made.
So Christian Javier will depart for BVI. Coming in is number 6, Takoi Morton. So a defender for a defender. Actually, it's going to be Mochmil Yordanov instead of Morton. So 4 substitutions for BVI. Chalwell retreating, Mordanov. Marshall. Thomas turning. There's that press on Cayman Islands, and Mordanov and BVI come out of it. Chalwell. Out by Jabari Campbell, only as far as Forbes. And the man who earns his trade in England seems to be a step above the rest for BVI. Colwood. And Gray shepherds it. British Virgin Islands have been knocked out of the qualifying stage so far for the World Cup 2026. A 1-1 draw against US Virgin Islands, and then a 0-0 draw with US Virgin Islands. They went ahead 4-2 on penalties, but then lost to Guatemala 3-0, and then 4-0 to Dominican Republic. It's going to be a corner kick for Cayman Islands. So BVI, after playing into their World Cup qualifying round, lost their first 2 matches in the qualifiers. So corner kick for Cayman Islands, who are desperate for a goal at this moment.
Substitution made
to the near post. Flicked on, it's in the back of the net.
11 out. Number 16.
They got the breakthrough.
The substitution was made in the 69th minute.
It's the substitute, Dimitri Douglas, who has not been on the pitch for longer than a few minutes, has broken the deadlock and given Cayman Islands a chance to stay in the Group C hunt. Cross to the near post, flicked on by the number 16. Excellent delivery by Scott. And it nestles into the far post. Douglas gets his name in lights, and Cayman Islands take a 1-0 lead. Douglas had just come on as a substitute and paid immediate dividends by tucking that corner away. Dimitri Douglas came on for Trey E. Banks. That was his substitution. And boy, was it shrewd by Joey Jacques de Jong, the head coach for Cayman Islands, as Douglas came in and made the most of the set piece. Cayman Islands 1, BVI 0. Early cross. Jabari Campbell gets ahead to it. Top of the box, Colwood. Douglas coming all the way back, finding Tugman.
Goal score for Cayman Islands.
Green shirts coming around him. Still Tugman. He's going to be called for a free kick.
6-9 minute score. Cayman Islands 1, British Virgin Islands 0.
Full speed ahead was the number 13, Justin Smith. Came into the path of Tugman, went over, won the free kick, and is now struggling with cramps. Something that Trey E. Banks was suffering with just before he was taken off for Dimitri Douglas, who then got the goal. Still they attend to Smith's cramps. And the physiotherapist, who's been busy today, is back on the pitch. 13 fouls to 8. Cayman Islands have actually brought that score, or brought that count, to a more even count. It was 11-1 at halftime in favor of British Virgin Islands. And this is the goal. Excellent delivery. And there's Douglas rising up at the near post and just deflecting it into the far. Beautifully taken header to repay his coach. So with that, we have a cooling break. 72 minutes gone. Cayman Islands get their goal. It now brings them within 3 points of St. Kitts. If this score stands, they need a win today, and they will need a win against St. Kitts and Nevis in a few days' time in order to win Group C. But no matter what, these points will put them in a better position to be one of the better second-place teams that will put them into a play-in position to qualify for the knockout stages of League C. So Cross to take the free kick and get us underway. Can British Virgin Islands put a stick into the spokes of Cayman Island as they try to win this match and stay in the hunt in Group C? DeAndre Rose helped up to his feet by Tyler Forbes. Thomas. Mars. There's Thomas again. Heavy touch. Tugman. Duval. Alexander cutting inside. Excellent turn, calm turn by Smith, who's back on his feet after being attended by the physiotherapist. Slipping it through, a flick on. There's Smith. Cayman Islands still pressing high into that second third of the pitch, not allowing BVI to settle. Duval settles it for Scott, whose shot is far and wide. Taken quickly, too quickly. Scott gives it away. 75 minutes gone. Cayman Islands 1, British Virgin Islands 0. Corner kick to Cayman Islands, and Joshua Campbell is in no rush. You can understand why. He's been picture perfect with his delivery, some set pieces, but they've gotten their goal from Zachary Scott's set piece, and the header by Dimitri Douglas. Cross comes in to the far post, saved by Scott. That's the corner kick count, 9-2. Make that 10. As Scott will head across to the other side, and Duval and company await his delivery. Excellent cross to the back post again by Campbell, and Scott's save means corner kick number 10. This time headed out by Yordanov. He shots again. Technique lets them down, and a goal kick for Simon Cross. So Group A, Barbados have wrapped that one up. And Bahamas and US Virgin Islands, who play later on this evening. Bahamas will be in the hunt to try and get in for one of the better second place teams. That match starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. Belize have wrapped up Group B. And Anguilla and Turks and Caicos will do battle. And Group C, the only group left up for grabs, as Cayman Islands up 1-0 against British Virgin Islands, and now just 3 points away if this score stands. And they will take on St. Kitts and Nevis this Tuesday. No matter what, at 6 points, it puts Cayman Islands in the discussion of the best second place team in League C, and will put them into a play-in position in the knockout round. Jabari Campbell. Gray. Switching, diagonal ball. Awkward bounce. Campbell goes down, no call by the referee. Once that ball bounces, the centre-backs are under pressure. And Joshua Campbell, who made contact, looks like with Yordanov on the way through. But no call by the referee. A flick by Douglas, the goal scorer. He wins the throw-in. There's that awkward bounce, and there was Yordanov just coming across to Campbell to stop his progression. And a free kick for Cayman Islands. It's Alexander, the left back, who's also a right footer. Gives defenders an awkward position as he can go either way. Cross, it's Smith, Yordanov. Duval. And it will be a British Virgin Islands goal kick. 10 minutes to go. Can they find an equalizer? Thomas. And the last touch coming off of Martinez rather. Mars. Marshall. Recycling. We're in the very tropical Basseterre St. Kitts Owner Park Football Stadium, the site for League C, Group C action. Second place Cayman Islands have gotten their goal and now move to 6 points if this score holds for the next 9 minutes. British Virgin Islands trying to find a way back in this match. Chalwell switching. Marshall can't keep it in. A shrewd move by Joey Jap-Tejong to take out Trey Ebanks, bring in Dimitri Douglas for the corner kick. Douglas capitalizing with a header at the first post to separate these two teams. Mars. Still Mars. And it's going to be a Cayman Island throw-in. Cleared away by Smith. Helped on by Colwood. Duval. Douglas. Played through by Marshall. And Forbes coming in late. Will that be a yellow card? The man who plays in England, the centre forward, arriving late on DeAndre Rowe. Rowe is still down. 23 years old, DeAndre Rowe. He's accustomed to playing defensive midfield, and he's playing centre back tonight for Cayman Islands. Lambert's free kick. Cayman Islands. Tugman. 1v1 with Caesar. Goes down. And the referee has blown the whistle. We're just awaiting to see the position of the ball. This is Tugman against Caesar. And the captain actually was moving off going to ground. And from my eyesight, looks like a penalty. The referee says no penalty, it's going to be a throw-in. And the skipper Duval to take. Scott. Still Scott. The cross. And somehow it was smothered by Caesar, and now Simon Cross. Under 5 minutes to go in regular time. Douglas. The header from the near post on a corner separates these two teams in the 69th minute. And Cayman Islands trying to shepherd their way out of St. Kitts. Charwell, the 20-year-old. And he wins a free kick. It was Caesar, the captain. There was Charwell. And coming through the back was Tugman. Moronov to Forbes, can't control it. He wins it back. Forbes. Runs straight into Gray, who then gives it away. The fatigue starting to set in. And players are starting to make errors on the field. That is Ramirez, who's on the ground, and he wins the free kick. Getting past Mars, tries to stay on his feet. Gray's free kick into the arms of Cross. We're into the final 3 minutes now. Mars, Campbell, Marshall, Smith to Caesar, the captain. Moronov, the substitute. Excellent ball to Thomas, the other substitute. Charwell, thinking of a cross. Forbes. Out wide, Colwood. Still Colwood. Slide tackle. And the referee says goal kick. A risky tackle by Jabari Campbell. It pays off. Here's Colwood using that skill to get past Douglas. There was that tackle by Campbell. Yes, the last touch was by Colwood. Amber taking as much time as he can to take this free kick. Thomas. Tugman trying to find Scott again. More importantly for Cayman Islands, it's their possession, their throw-in, and seconds ticking off the clock. The sun is setting in Basseterre. St. Kitts. Tugman to the byline. Out by Smith, he can't keep it in play. Duval. Turning, still Duval. Intercepted by Chalwell. Only as far as Alexander. Turning is Joshua Campbell, who's been very quiet in this second half compared to the first. Cleared away. Awkward bounce. And a thumping clearance with DeAndre Rowe. 4 minutes of injury time added. We've completed the 90 minutes. Cayman Islands trying to steer their way to safety. Beautiful move by Chalwell. Got past one, couldn't get past the second, which is Scott. Joshua Campbell turning. Alexander overlapping. Little chip, finding Douglas, and he is offside. Ordanov. Really chip over the top, out by Gray. Still stays on his feet. A twisting turn from Morton. And he's won a free kick in a somewhat dangerous area. Chalwell has completely walked past the referee. And this was Morton riding one tackle, staying on his feet. Gets past two, and then the referee calls it back for the initial challenge.
Out, number 18, in, number 6.
Number 6, Wesley Robinson checks in. Number 18, Joshua Campbell comes out, so a forward comes out for a defender. As Joey Job-Tejong has made it very clear that he's going to defend this lead for the last 2 minutes of play. Chalwell is lined up like Cristiano Ronaldo to take this one. Dinking, out by Duval, the skipper. Getting past one, and a sliding tackle by Ordanov. So 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in injury time. Cayman Islands are closing in on 3 valuable points. They defeated British Virgin Islands by 1-0 a month ago in Georgetown. And now we have the same scoreline in Warner Park Football Stadium in St. Kitts. Jacoby Tugman is asking for some medical treatment. His captain obliges. And referee Deleka is not messing around. He's come straight across to Tugman and gave him the ultimatum: off the field or on. Duval doing a great job holding off green shirts all around. Mars wins it. Tugman They stay in the corner. Still Tugman. Duval back to the goal, to the corner flag. Goes down, and a loud kick from Morton, who gets a yellow card. Duval is writhing in pain from the challenge, and referee Deleka said that's enough. Cayman Islands get 3 points. They coveted 3 points. It is the same scoreline they had a month ago against British Virgin Islands. They win this match by 1-0. A goal by Dimitri Douglas in the 69th minute off of a corner kick, and it gets them within 6 points now. Within 3 points of St. Kitts and Nevis. That match will be played right here on Tuesday evening for all the marbles for Group C in League C. Cayman Islands were desperate to get the win, and they finally got one from a set piece. As the players help each other off the field, excellent sportsmanship, something we've grown accustomed to in Concacaf Nations League. The Cayman Islands keep themselves alive, now within 3 points of St. Kitts and Nevis, and they've put themselves in the best second place finish to maybe get into that playoff play-in spot. And referee Deleka blowing off the game about 30 seconds sooner than we expected, and being asked questions by the US Virgin Islands, actually British Virgin Islands. So Cayman Islands win this match by 1-0. They stay in the hunt for Group C in League C. When we return, we'll have full-time highlights. Cayman Islands versus British Virgin Islands in this crucial match for the second place team, Cayman Islands, who are in desperate need of 3 points. And it was Forbes from the right-hand side with the cross for BVI asking the first question. Then Cayman Islands working themselves into the match. Jabari Campbell overlapping, cross off of his line. Duval's shot saved by Williams, the defender. Then Duval in the thick of things. The back heel by Ebanks, allowing Duval to switch play. And then Joshua Campbell dispossessing Williams, getting to the byline. He squares the ball across, but it was cleared away by the captain, Caesar. Cross by Joshua Campbell, out by Caesar to Jabari Campbell, his shot just wide. Beginning of the second half, the score still deadlocked at 0-0. Cayman Islands trying to find anything in their arsenal. Another back heel by Ebanks to Campbell. Scott, his shot straight into the arms of Cross. Then Campbell again, his shot just wide. Duval, the skipper, his shot dribbling past the last post as Cayman Islands started to get a little desperate in trying to find that coveted goal. Ebanks to Campbell, heavy tackle by Caesar. Campbell's corner kick through the arms of Cross and just over the bar by Gary. Then Scott's corner kick Douglas, the substitute, his first touch of the ball. Flicks it onto the last post and gives Cayman Island the coveted goal they needed. Then Morton, weaving, dribbling, wins a free kick for BVI. Referee Delika blew it off. So Cayman Islands get all 3 points. They move within 6. And the statistics support that goal. 13 shots to 3, 6 of those on target. It was a physical affair. BVI 17 fouls, 4 yellow cards. Possession was Cayman Islands as well. Corner kicks 10-2. Great value for their win. And now Cayman Islands push on to Tuesday night against St. Kitts and Nevis. Right here, Warner Park. For all the marbles, St. Kitts and Nevis have 9 points. Cayman Islands with 6. Cayman Islands need another win to win Group C. But until then, they will have to try to get into the best second place team in League C to give themselves a chance to get into the playing position. Well, that's it for our broadcast. For all of us, my name is Ryan Davis. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back with more Concacaf Nations League action.